Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer, and we are looking at the sign of Aries for the month of June 2023. Aries sun, moon, rising, Venus, heavy Aries placements, or you could just be cross-watching for your favorite Aries person. So we'll take a look at the energy overall, anything that you might not see coming, advice, challenges, opportunities for June. Now let's start off with an oracle card for the type of energy spirit wants you to embrace or integrate into the month of June. So spirit for Aries, kindly, what sort of energy do they need to embrace for the month of June? Raven's head. Okay, so we'll see how this ties in, but the Raven's head, is like seeing something you can't unsee and having to be called to act, having to be called to on a mission to do what it is that you are being called to do. No longer turning a blind eye and carry out some sort of mission or some sort of dealing with a situation that you just can't bury anymore. Now, for whatever reason, I was recording the Aries and the spring card came out in like springtime. So I'm thinking you have a chance at a new beginning, and potentially the new beginning is something that you might need to initiate, or you might need to take off the ground. Some action is required of you in order to get things to bloom or get things going is kind of what I'm feeling here for you guys. But we'll take a look and see how this kind of ties in. We'll ask spirit for overall energy here for Aries. Overall energy for Aries. Just going to lay the cards out here. Overall for Aries, spirit, clear and concise. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Aries, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you. Now, if I'm referencing you and it sounds a little bit more like the energy around you, then feel free to switch, but I will be reading this mostly as how I feel intuitively. All right. So use your judgment, and of course, if it's not resonating, don't take any message that doesn't resonate. Could be for someone else, or it just could be I'm tapped into another Aries frequency here that isn't aligned with your energy at this time. All right, for Aries spirits, overall energy for June 2023, we have the Page of Swords, the Hangman in reverse, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Now we're looking at what you don't see coming. We got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Have the Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm going to take the ones that revealed themselves and the two that fell right in line. We have the Hermit. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Temperance, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, advice, guidance from spirits. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Empress. What's your opportunity for June 2023? Your opportunity. We have the Eight of Wands. Challenge for Aries. What's the challenge for Aries for the month of June? We have the Four of Swords. All right, so overall, beautiful Aries. We have Page of Swords, the Hangman reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse. Looks to me like we're thinking about things in the same way maybe that we've been thinking about things in the past, or we're using past ways, past approaches, past ways of dealing with situations, and we're kind of maybe not allowing ourselves to go deep into thought or perceive things differently than we have in the past. The page is all about like beginner kind of mindset here with the swords, beginning to think things, beginning to ask questions. It kind of doesn't really pass go because the page is beginner student type energy. The Hangman in reverse to me is indicating that we're, you know, maybe foolishly seeing something from a perspective that we're needing to get a better suspended view of something from another angle, but we're still maintaining the same position. So we might be missing something here because of our beginner mindset or a way of seeing things that might not be challenging us, specifically when it comes to the past. But I'm thinking this is more indicating the way we might have in the past. So we're using past thought processes or past ways of how we might have been perceiving things. So it's kind of keeping us in the past, not really allowing us to have that springtime that I was telling you guys about, and the fact that we have the Raven's head here. And I said you kind of have to integrate this sort of energy. This is like being called to initiate things based on what we've seen and we can't unsee anymore. So some of you guys might be just being called to do this, but overall your energy here, what I'm seeing is that you might not be jumping into action. You might be embracing, you know, old thought ways of thinking or old processes. That's kind of keeping you at a level that you're not allowing yourself kind of to grow. So it kind of might hold you back here, keep you in a past situation. It's kind of what I'm feeling for this overall energy. We'll get clarifiers as we go and see kind of how this all ties in. But for your what you don't see comings, quite a bit here. We have the 9 of Pentacles reverse, the 10 of Cups, the Hermit, the 3 of Swords reverse, and the Temperance card, followed by the Queen of Pentacles. So lots going on here. Let's see if we can break this down for you guys, Aries. What you don't see coming. What you don't see coming. We have heavy Virgo, Sagittarius. Virgo coming out in the Queen of Pentacles and in the Hermit card here. Sagittarius coming out in the Temperance. And then you have Capricorn and Taurus energy as well. I think what you guys don't see coming, some of you guys might be kind of pulled into a relationship here, and it could be somebody coming in from the past or somebody you couldn't let go of. So I'm getting multiple messages here for you guys. Now, if you're in a situation in which you never left a situation, Spirit is calling you to implement the Raven's head here to see maybe a relationship that you're kind of used to. It's your comfort zone and not allowing you to kind of maybe explore or grow mentally from. And the 9 of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who is no longer single or is taken. So you could be in this relationship, or if you aren't in a relationship, I do see a past person returning in which you're being called to maybe think differently. But I think what you don't see coming here is that there's a 10 of Cups. So there is an opportunity here for full emotional fulfillment between two individuals here. But I'm not sure if the opportunity for you to have this 10 of Cups is in the typical way that you are engaging with, because I see the Hermit, and this is a need to go inwards and have some introspection and really be called to take a look at what a 10 of Cups means to us. I do see some recovery from heartbreak, because the 3 of Swords here is in reverse, and Temperance is also about healing. So we're definitely trying to heal from a broken heart or a situation in which we've been separated from someone, or just we've experienced pain, and potentially due to some security or stability we're hanging on to with the Queen of Pentacles, because this is somebody who is carrying stable, secure, so I'm getting multiple messages again, is if you are in a position where you're dependent on somebody here to provide you with some sort of security or stability, because you want your 10 of Cups, because maybe you're not prepared to have heartbreak, you're really being called to look within to show up in a way here in your own life, to show up in a way in which you're going to want to have reciprocated or mirrored back to you and that you are capable of standing on your own. You don't need to be dependent on somebody for, you know, if it is financial, material, security, stability. But I think for a lot of you guys, yeah, like you're really being called to take a look at what's going to bring you your 10 of Cups. And you might be not wanting, like I said, to experience this 3 of Swords, but the Temperance here, what I'm really feeling is you kind of coming in with the right stuff to alchemize in your own experience, in your own situation, to bring what you are actually wanting to see reflected back to you by embracing this raven's head and being called to mission to do what you need to do in order to accomplish something here, or get things going, or look in the right direction to deliver something here. Yeah, and maybe you do, why you don't see this coming is I kind of see this more as a blind spot, because we were seeing the Hangman in reverse here. So you're kind of seeing things, like I said, in a way that maybe you've always been seeing things, or foolishly committing yourself to an unhappy situation here in which you're maybe being called to break free of some sort of safe zone or comfort zone in order for you to find that 10 of Cups. Yeah, so before we get guidance from Spirit, let's take a look at your opportunity here. For your opportunity, we have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is, in this case, what I'm really feeling is your needs to break out of a situation and act, okay? I feel like there needs to be some movement on your part. There's an opportunity for you to be able to break away and maybe have some communication here that might change things in a way that will bring momentum. Now, this might be pulling away from whatever energies around you and kind of moving in a different direction. But for the bulk of you guys, I see this as in movement within this dynamic. And I see it as shaking things up here by having some sort of communication, or talking about something here that we can no longer turn a blind eye to, or having to be called to act in a way that we haven't before in order to attain our 10 of Cups. So I do see that as an opportunity for you guys. Now for the challenge, I'm seeing the 4 of Swords. So I think this is showing me this card has lots of meanings here, but what I'm really picking up from the 4 of Swords is that need for reflection and mirroring, because reflection is all about mirroring. So I think your challenge is maybe recognizing where you're the one causing your own reality. So if you're unhappy in a situation, whatever you're seeing around you is a result of how you're showing up. And if you're wanting to see a different reality, to act in a certain way where you're encompassing however it is that you want to be treated or seen, or change your reality, right? It has to stem from within. So I really feel like there's something going on here about maybe there being some sort of acting out of fear, maybe fear of a broken heart, or having to separate, or that there might be a separation, or some sort of anxiety I'm feeling here that you are trying to prevent. But in what you don't see coming here is the Temperance card, and that I do feel like this is very much the same energy I'm feeling from this four of Swords, which is your challenge. Your challenge is to temper things and bring the right amount of what it is you need to see in the situation, in order for things to change, in order for you to heal from the situation, in order for things to have a breakthrough and get moving again, because that is your opportunity, is to have movement, to have a breakthrough in something that might have been stale, or you might have been seeing things in a way that isn't necessarily how they are or have to be, is more what I'm feeling. They don't have to be that way. So advice from Spirit: 3 of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Empress card for advice here, guidance from Spirit for the month of June. Yeah, so what I'm really getting from Spirit here is with the 3 of Wands is, in order for you to make your ships come in, or to lay the foundation in which things will happen in the way you want, in the opportunity in which you're desiring for things to happen in order for your future to go as you like, you're being called to lay that foundation and maybe set some boundaries, maybe turn your back on a situation here that's not really supporting or providing the support you need in order for things to shift. And maybe a lot of you guys might be fearful of laying a boundary or turning your back on something because you might fear a loss or might fear it no longer being in your life. But I feel like what that's going to do is have a shake up, wake up, break up in order for things to move, because Spirit is saying with the Page of Wands and the Empress, this is like a need to open up an opportunity and chase an opportunity to embrace the energy of this Empress. And this Empress knows how to lay boundaries. This Empress knows how to encompass the energy of all the queens in order to have that reflected back to her. So if you're not being treated like an Empress, then Spirit is wanting you to act and embrace the energy of an Empress in order for that to come back to you and maybe claim that 10 of Cups. So there is an opportunity in June for things to shift, for things to move forward. And I do feel like this beautiful Empress energy is giving me all sorts of unconditional love. And I do feel like you have a chance to embrace that and kind of move in that direction here. Empress is Taurus energy. So let's get one clarifier for each of these, and then we will see what further Spirit wants to communicate. So for your overall, with the Page of Swords, the Hangman, and the Six of Cups, we're now getting the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is the victory card. It is also, how we're perceived by others. Maybe our ego might be getting in the way of us doing something in a way here that might impact how other people might perceive us. And I mean, we did have the Page of Swords, the Hangman in reverse, and the Six of Cups. So overall, I feel like maybe there's this energy here of you wanting to win in this situation at all costs here. So you maintain the same, and I say foolish position, because I mean, the pages could be a little bit naive, could be a little bit foolish, could be a little bit green when it comes to their way of thinking that is keeping you in a reverse Six of Cups, a situation of the past that, you're kind of stuck in a timeline that, is no longer serving you or your life purpose here. And maybe you feel like that's the only way you can win. That's the only way you can be victorious. That's the only way you can kind of come on top. But it might be, maybe difficult for some of you guys to recognize maybe where there's ego at play here in order to embrace a Hangman in reverse and see things maybe a little bit differently here, that, maybe take a loss in an area where we, are trying to avoid at all costs here, I feel. But I don't feel like it would be a loss. And I think that's what Spirit is saying, is in order for you to have your ships come in, and you got to embrace this Empress energy, because sometimes with this Six of Wands, it could be that we're like, at one point we were victorious, or at one point it was successful, at one point it was working. So we want to continue that sort of same way of being, but we might be compromising on our own boundaries. We might be compromising on our own growth here with the Raven's head. It's really integrating this, what you can't unsee or what to be true, to have to really drive with that. So let's take a look at one card here, clarifying the what you don't see coming, which was the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Hermit, Three of Swords, reverse, the Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. So what you don't see coming is exactly that. Like, this can go either which way, because I have a feeling like with the Five of Swords that, there could be lots of conflict and a no-win situation here, which no one's really happy. But there's an opportunity here for you to kind of come out of that, or put it on a boundary, or do something here in which you might be fearing, because you might be having anxiety around Three of Swords. This is all about actions, intentions, and words that might really, really hurt you here, that you might be fearful of experiencing this Three of Swords, so you maintain in this reversed Hangman. But I feel like, yeah, like in order for things to get better here, or at least for there not to be challenges within this situation, there needs to be a coming out of a Five of Swords type energy that we're contributing to. And again, because I'm getting that heavy mirror, we might be believing that our external environment and circumstances are actually more problematic than they actually are. And it could be our own energy that's contributing to that. So one card here for overall for the advice here from Spirit. We had the Three of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Empress. We now have the Tower. So yeah, Spirit's suggesting, you know, to let things kind of fall where truths are maybe not being told, or where there might be energies here of trying to keep up an illusion or keep something up here that's not necessarily helping the situation or build a foundation of something here. And by allowing this tower to fall, or allowing this tower to naturally go without having to lie to ourselves, or, you know, see it in a different way, accept this as something that is going to happen when we embrace our Empress energy in order for better things to be built. And I do feel like there's supposed to be better things built in this specific situation, in this specific circumstance here. But I don't feel like things would change if you don't allow it to, or make that change, or take that initiation to, you know, to allow yourself to put in a boundary, or allow yourself to speak your truth, or allow yourself to really be honest with why you might be putting up with the situation, or seeing things in a certain way. Because I do feel like it, in some way, you might be trying to protect yourself. So I was going to clarify the opportunity here with the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. So opportunity here is the Two of Wands. And in the Two of Wands, it's like we are pretty much looking at a situation here in which we're wanting to commit or take that chance on. So I feel like your opportunity here is to really, you know, it could go either which way. And that's what we were talking about. You can either continue to do the same old and not have growth, or you can really look at a situation in which, you know, what do you want to happen here, and allow the tower to fall, allow yourself to be committed to whatever happens is going to happen in order for me to align to what I'm supposed to be getting here. Yeah, you have an opportunity to kind of get on that, because yeah, if you continue to support this sort of an energy, it kind of holds you back. It kind of keeps you in that state. And I feel like it's just prolonging something here that's inevitably not going to take you to where it is that you're thinking you're wanting to go by what it is that you're doing. So let's take a look at clarifier here for your challenge before we wrap up. You got the Four of Swords. Clarifying is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles here now on the board, which could be your divine counterpart, could be your partner, your spouse, or somebody you get along with very, very well here. Now, the King of Pentacles is in reverse. So, and the fact that we have the Nine of Pentacles also in reverse here, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is a very solid card and standing up on its own. Same with the King of Pentacles. But the fact that it is reverse here in your challenge, I feel like there's a couple of messages. Again, what you don't see coming, we saw the Queen of Pentacles and we communicated like you're secure enough, stable enough to kind of go it alone. So not to fear it, and to be able to bring in the right type of energy here. And there might be the challenge is you kind of showing up for yourself in a way that maybe this person is not able to, or this energy or your environment isn't bringing to you. This is also the card of, you know, a non-committal or a non-stable environment, or something that you wanted security out of just is not happening here. And because it's beside this Four of Swords, which I was saying was giving me more of the mirroring reflection of what we're putting out. So you could certainly be seeing this in your environment and not liking it, you know, not having the stability, not having the commitment, not having what it is that you need to provide security for you from energies around you. Because what's happening here is there's a mirroring effect going on. And I'm not saying that you're not being stable and secure or committed to this energy, but if you're not doing it within, you know, if you're not being this empress from within and giving it to yourself within, and you're seeking it external, then seeking it external, that's what your environment's going to do, is externally not provide this to you, because you're not providing it to yourself. You're not sitting within your own power here. You know, you're not setting boundaries. You're not embracing all the queens in this empress, and she knows her value. She's not going to put up with the situation and you know, because it worked in the past, or because, I don't know, some sort of false victory here. But anyway, this is what I see here for you guys, beautiful Aries. If this resonated, leave a like and leave a comment. I'm so glad you were able to join me today. I appreciate you very, very much. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, rising signs, Venus signs, and I will see you soon. Bye.